Alrighty, then we're going to talk about how to use smart whiteboard software to turn a lecture into a podcast in just a few minutes. And my name is Merle Rogers, and I teach at LA Trade Tech. For those who are not hearing this here at LA Trade Tech, my email address is rogersmd@lattc.edu, and feel free to drop me a note if you feel a need to do that. So the first step is to download the software, and here are the links, and I'm hoping that you can use this directly from wherever you are. If not, you can always pause it and type it one letter at a time if necessary, whatever it takes, but there you are. Now, your school probably has smart whiteboard software, and I say that because if there's one smart whiteboard on your campus, then you probably have 1,000 licenses to operate it. So probably you have one on your campus if there's a smart board anywhere on your campus. And so look around to see if you've got some licenses that you don't know about, because if you don't know, you don't ask. If you don't ask, you don't get. So once we get this thing loaded onto our computer and we get the license loaded in, we start up our computer and we have this little icon down here, this one right down here. Let me start out using my whiteboard right away. See this right here? There it is. Okay, so that's the icon, so we're going to press that. And before we do anything else, I want to make a little video in the process of doing this. And actually, we're doing it. And you can tell that because this timer right down here is keeping track of how long we've been going, 2 minutes and 6 seconds so far. But what I want to do is I want to just paste in a little bit of a music video at the beginning, just to show that you can put anything in this that you want to use. Anything that can show up on your screen, you can use in your video podcast, because this software is wonderful. All right, so we're going to use a little bit of a video from the Talking Heads. And I know that most of you are afraid of podcasting because you don't want to be that talking head, and I understand that. We'll talk about that a little later. So we're going to start this. We're going to start this music video playing, and then we're going to hit record. And we're going to record just a little bit of this thing, and I may have to pause and figure out how I went wrong not starting that. Oh, here. Now I want you to notice that I paused and pulled up a YouTube video. We are not in the PowerPoint. We're not in anything else. We're just off on the internet, and we can record that too. Now watch this. We're just going to play a little bit of this just for the fun of it. This must be the place, so here we are. And so there you have it. We can pull in just about anything and record it as we go. So there's a little bit of music. Now we're going to start our lecture, as it were. And here we go. We're going to pause again, and we're going to get the PowerPoint going again and have a little fun here. So we did do just as the slide says. We record a little music, then we hit pause. And so we're going to move on down a little bit. And now we're going to pull up our lecture PowerPoint, and such as it is. And we can do almost anything with these slides. We can write on the smart board. We can make notes about anything and everything we do, and we can do it in several different colors. For instance, I'm talking about triangles and different kinds of triangles, ones that have different vector relationships. I can say that this one subtracts from that one, and we get one that comes down this much, and it comes down here, and we get a resultant of about this, and this is our new triangle. And so you can see that we can do almost anything with this. We can do a little bit, we can erase, we can write notes about how important it is to discuss everything in the classroom, and so on and so on. So just as an example, we're going to assume that we've given a good lecture of 10 or 15 minutes or thereabouts, and we're going to hit stop now. So now we're going to hit stop, and we're not going to do that today because we want to talk about and record what happens after that. So let's go to our next slide. And the smart whiteboard will automatically convert what you've done into a video. As soon as you hit stop, it'll flip into this thing and say, we're creating the video for you. And the only minor drawback to that is it's going to give it a date as its title. And you probably want to change that to something more logical, something more meaningful to you. And so once you do, now we're going to assume we've changed the title of How to Use Smart Whiteboard to Podcast as our movie file. And we're going to click OK. And we're going to then go to YouTube because we now have a video WAV file that we can put up on YouTube. So now we're going to go to YouTube and we're going to sign in. And I said at the beginning, or I guess I didn't say at the beginning, you need to do a little setup work before you start doing this, as in download the software and get a YouTube account and start your own channel. And that's real simple stuff, and if you don't know how to do that, ask your kids or ask your students or ask around and look on YouTube for instructions how to do that. Actually, I've got a link in the page of instructions where I've written this stuff out, where are 2 links that you can watch about how to set up a YouTube account and set up a channel. Okay, so once you have done all that and you're ready to upload a file, you're going to sign in, and you can tell this one belongs to me. This is my little logo right here, and we're going to click on this thing right here, and then we're going to go to the next slide and look at what happens next. And it says, which one do you want to upload? And you're going to just go find that file that you recorded during your lecture, How to Use Smart Whiteboard to Podcast. And once you click on it, then you're going to just select Open. So once it finishes processing it into YouTube, it will give you this sign that says it's done and ready to be posted any place. Your video has been published at whatever this thing is right here. Now, we're going to need, now we have a link that we can put anywhere and see that video that we just created. So now we want to open up our Moodle website, and I know that you all have Moodle websites, and some of you don't realize you do because you just haven't looked. You're assigned a Moodle website for every class you're teaching, so you have them. Now, for the link that I'm going to create today from this little lecture is going to go in the June Flex 2014 website, and I believe that's open to all instructors here on campus. And I'm going to make it available, the video at least is going to be available on YouTube without anything except looking for it. Okay, so you're going to open your class web page and you're going to turn on editing, of course. And then you're going to add an activity, and the activity is going to be to add a URL, of course. So you're going to click on URL and you're going to hit add. And then we're going to go describe, name it first of all, what's the name of this video, and what is it doing, what's it about. You're going to fill that in, and you're going to click that link that we saw, that blue link from YouTube, and we're going to put it in down here, just like that. And I don't know where all that double printing came from, but that's okay. So now this has only taken a few minutes, and it's taken a few more minutes than 5 minutes, but that's okay. We're just talking about how to do this. And really and truly, once you've got this set up and you start doing it, you really can't do it within in a mere 5 extra minutes beyond your lecture time, because all you're doing is creating a YouTube link and posting it in your Moodle website, and it's taking you a lot longer than 5 minutes. Just keep doing it. Time will go down time after time. I've done about 150 of them, and I really do have it down to where it's really no more than about 5 or 10 minutes, the very worst case scenario. And there you go. So thank you for paying attention and watching the video. And any questions at all, please let me know, and I'd be glad to get back with you.